Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of the Victorian Manor House I build. This part we're going to be decorating the interior. I think this section gets up to decorating all the downstairs and the parents' master suite. And then in the third section it will include the kids' bedrooms, so the two teenage bedrooms and the child's bedroom. At the moment we're just putting some wall coverings on the walls. As you can see, this is the teenage boy's bedroom. I went for quite dark colours, and the girls' one, which has got the orange wall, that's the orange and white colours, that's the girls, and it's a little bit more modern than the rest of the house, which is what I wanted. The idea was that the mum is the one who decorated the house, so it's all very feminine and in keeping with the antique or Victorian theme with the house. It's a Victorian house, whereas in the teenage bedrooms they have more control and they're allowed to choose what they kind of wanted, and so it's a little bit more modern, and that's kind of what I wanted to go with. So this section, it's all going to be kind of Victorian themed, and then the next section there'll be the kids' bedrooms, which will be a little bit more individual and modern, and also doing the outside, putting a pool in, and the last room in the house on the downstairs floor that I haven't finished yet, which I'd love your suggestions for, by the way. Oh my god, my throat went all croaky then. Got a frog in my throat. So yeah, now we are just doing the kitchen. I went for a very dark counters with a white countertop, because the walls are very light. I thought, we could get away with the dark kitchen counters, and I just think it looks so chic with black and then the white. I just love monochrome, and I'm just trying to get the counters fitting properly. I wanted to have some benches so that they could, a breakfast bar kind of thing. I did contemplate getting that really old cooker in so it would fit with the Victorian theme, but then it just looked too old and out of place. It is quite a modern house. It's not really modern, but the people who live in there wouldn't be like really old. They'd just be a typical family, just with the insides in keeping, but with new appliances kind of thing. That was kind of my idea anyway. And I put loads of overhead cupboards, and I love the end cupboards, which has the plates and the glasses, and the cabinets that have the spices. I'm assuming it's spices or packages of some sort. It just looks so cute. And that's something I really love in The Sims 4, is the cabinets just have a new dimension. If you click on the different ones, you can have, it looks different. They don't all look the same. So I really love that. And the lights are going to change. I put these boring round lights. I put lights in every room at the beginning just so I can see, because it's quite dark. When you try and furnish inside, it's quite dark. Quite dark lighting, I suppose. I can't really think of the right way to say this, so it sounds a bit cringing. When I listen back, I'll be like, oh, what are you saying? But yeah, so I'm just adding some clutter. I don't want to put too much clutter on, because then the Sims find it difficult to actually use the space. And as I said in the previous section, I made this in September, so it was before Move Objects was added to the game. So I haven't used Move Objects, and I probably could have put a lot more things on the counter had I done it without it really impacting the Sims. But at the time it worked well at the time. So, and I still like it. You don't want it to be too cluttered, I suppose. And then I've got these industrial lights underneath the counters. I think I put them back in the industrial ones with the cage, just to give it some light underneath it, so when you're cooking you can see what you're doing, kind of thing. So yeah, I don't think I do much more to the kitchen apart from I put some things on the wall and decorate it a bit, some paintings, and just give it a little bit of an oldie feel. And this entryway is the back door, it's like the mud room, I suppose. I don't think I kept I was going to make like a little benchy kind of thing, but it didn't kind of quite work out. I suppose if I'd made it bigger and if I had moved objects, I could have put stuff on it so it would have looked right. But and I just wanted to put like some, like what you hang your coat when you leave, but it just didn't. Just all looked really cluttered and messy. So I think I'd take it all out. I think I'd leave the coat and hat rack, I suppose, on it, and just put a table and then some artwork on the other wall and a nice rug on the floor. So I kept it very simple, because before it just got a little bit more cluttered and it didn't look right. And as they say, less is always more. So, you know, just go for less and look better. And I struggled really badly to try and find something that would fit in that space, which is so annoying, and had I done it now it would have been fine. But I think it looks nice anyway. I'm still trying to put in the shoe rack, but that will go. It just looks so messy. And I think I must try and put something else up on the wall. But I don't think in the end I don't think I keep the shoe rack. But I can't remember. I don't know. Maybe I do. So this is the lounge with the fireplace. In that section there, this is the dining room. I try and use curtains on all the windows on the downstairs. I think upstairs as well, just to make it more realistic. So you wouldn't really want people to look in, and also because it's a Victorian house, they are really big on drapery in Victorian houses. And patterned and bright colours, so that's why I used a lot of the draped curtains, and I tried to find a colour that was bright enough for the chairs. And I think, I'm not sure what colour I go for in the end. I definitely had I think this is pretty much how it looks in the end. It's a very simple dining room. I think I put a pot plant or something on the table, and then just some artwork on the walls. I think I go for something a little bit more old-fashioned looking. The other ones just looked a bit too modern and contemporary, really, to be in keeping with the Victorian theme that I wanted originally. And now I'm just trying to find things to put in the space. So, I think I just put the big curtain on that, and then that's the dining room, really. And then in the lounge, beautiful lounge. It has a grand piano, a really big, beautiful Victorian rug, patterned rug. Not that one. And then the settees. I found it quite difficult with the original, with the orientation even, trying to figure out how I wanted the room layout to be, because I was worried with the grand piano it would be a little bit cluttered, but in the end I think I twisted around and put it right into the corner so that people can still use it and entertain, but it's not taking away the living room space or the space for the couches, and I'm just struggling to find the right curtains. Another thing I really like about The Sims 4 is your choice of curtains. They have got quite good selections for the windows. Quite a lot of them cover the windows, so going back to the draped curtains, I think, I use these draped curtains so many times. They just seem to fit the windows so brilliantly, and I really do like them. And I think I change the rug, and I go for the really old style couch. Yeah, this is the rug I use. I just love it. And green and red are such complementary colours together. They just look so beautiful. So I've got hints of red in every room. So I've got red curtains in the dining room. In the lounge I've got the red in the carpet, and in the kitchen there's a red on the chairs, the bar stools, and in the curtain. So it all kind of ties in together. So even the rooms are separate. They kind of all fit. Because that's a problem when you have an open plan. You've got to make sure that all the colours kind of go well together. I just went into sleep mode, so it kind of just cut off at that point. So I probably sound stupid because I'm probably halfway through the sentence, but yeah, what I was saying was, when you do an open plan room, it's really difficult to make sure that all the colours coexist nicely and they don't subtract and clash with the other rooms and the other colours in the same room, but in this separate section. So I made sure that they had the tie-ins with the red accents in each room. Apart from that, I kept it quite simple. A few paintings on the wall. I tried to keep it very Victorian and like classic kind of paintings on the walls, as well as not too many clutter objects on the fireplace and the table. On the coffee table in the lounge, I used the tea set, like the brass tea set on the tray, and it's just the cutest thing. I just think it's so beautiful. It's just so nice. It's something that I would have in my own house. I love vintage stuff like that. I'm really big on vintage style decorations, or even clothes or anything vintage. It's so pretty. So yeah, I suppose that's why I like doing this house so much, because it's kind of to my taste. I really like the old worldy kind of sophisticated look. I just think it's so pretty and so elegant. So I just really did enjoy it. Yeah, there's me taking out the shoe rack and putting in another bar stool and counter for the breakfast bar, and there's the tea set that I love so much. Oh, and then I thought, they're rich people, they entertain, they need a wine rack. These adults need to drink alcohol. Anyway, so that's the main living area. This is the office. The idea was that it's very feminine. So I thought the mom would be like a stay-at-home mom, maybe an author or something. And they live in this house, and she stays at home and works, and the father goes to an office and works. So that's why this room is very, very feminine, with loads of pinks and pastel colours. It's really pretty. And also there's some skill building objects. I think I put an easel for painting, and also a chess table, so that the rest of the family can gain some skills and other stuff that they need, kind of thing, because the study was quite big in the end. And but yeah, I spend so much time trying to find the right chair, and I put that chair out and I love it, but then I realised that they can't actually use that chair with the table, because it's a sofa and not a chair that will fit underneath it. So I had to change it, and I spent so much time trying to choose the right colours, and I think in the end I go with the pink chair that I had at the very beginning. But I kind of just didn't want to have the stereotypical pink chair in a office, but I wanted light colours, and that just looked too dark for the lightness of the room. And I think I go for the grey table and then white bookshelves to lighten it all up. And I had so many problems with all my objects disappearing. So in the daughter's bedroom, you'll see, well, you won't see, but there's like a wall behind her computer which has got shelves with paintings and decorations, and they all just kept disappearing. So hopefully now with the move objects cheat, I'll use that and redo the walls decorations, and hopefully they'll actually stay there so everyone can actually use them, because that's quite a good room. I do like the teenage kids rooms. It's quite stereotypical teenage rooms, I suppose, in a way, but yeah, they're nice and show that the kids have a little bit of their own identity in the house. Their parents allow them to kind of decorate it their way and give their personality and their stamp into the room, whereas the child's room, because she's a child, she didn't really get a choice, and it's quite vintage, but it's cute. So I actually really like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, just adding clutter to the office, giving some files so she can have them handy when she's working, and a lamp next to her desk. So yeah, that's good. Had I had the move objects cheat when I did this, I would have put some clutter on the bookshelves on the top, because that would look nice, just to give it some more character, make it more realistic, because in real life that's probably what you do, what you would do. So yeah, and I think I do add those rose wall lights. They're just so beautiful. I'm just trying to find a nice rug. I think I end up overlapping the circular rugs, having lots of circular rugs, I think. But like I said, I did this in September, so I don't even remember what I did. I just remember loving it. So yeah, just trying to choose the colours to make sure everything matches and it's not too girly and pink. I didn't want it to be overkill on pink, really. Adding some chairs for people to sit on when she has meetings, when her editor comes or publisher comes over to talk about book ideas and stuff. Well, so they've got somewhere to sit, even though it won't be used. That's kind of trying to make it more like a functioning office than, what it would be really. Choosing pictures as well, I found it so difficult because it's got a patterned wall. Choosing a picture, I felt like it kind of clashed a little bit with the pattern wall, so I tried to use a simple a plain wall with the skirting to try and find put a painting that matched, really. So yeah, and then that was again too modern, and then I tried to put it on the floor to see if it would go, and it just didn't seem to fit then, that they would have paintings not hung up. They're quite perfectionists. And then I thought maybe that could be their family, but it didn't really work. We scaled it up, and I just love that world map board, kind of like a thing that they can say, this is where we're going, or we've been, or just nice. And I suppose, and I had so many troubles trying to get the chairs to clip to the actual chess table. And then I decided I needed some plants in the office. I thought it was a bit plain, so I put a plant pot instead of one bookshelf, because they don't need two anyway, and then some lighting. And then going back to the kitchen to put a shelf between the counters, and then put recipe books, I suppose. See, had we had the move objects, I could have lifted that up and put them on the shelf. So, the possibilities had it been around in September. But well. And then the spice rack, which I put on the table, on the counter, and the cookie jar even. Sorry guys, I'm still ill, as you can hear. And a really long pause. I don't know what I was doing here. I was probably watching TV on my laptop and changing the episode. Probably Vampire Diaries or something, which I love. What do you guys do while you're playing The Sims or building a house? Do you watch TV, listen to music, or do you just get so immersed in what you're doing that you just kind of do it in silence and kind of just enjoy building? Oh my goodness, I should have really cut this out. That was a really long pause, but oh well, too late now. So yeah, this is the entranceway, or the porch, and I was trying to put the curtains in. So this is the only window that I don't have curtains, because I just couldn't put it in with the door there, because it just not glitched, it just wouldn't let me do it. So but it's just a very simple entrance hall with a chair, and I think a chair at the entrance in the alcove or the bay window, with a table and a lamp on it, or a couple of decorations on the table. Very simple. And then on the side there's a table with some paintings and a lamp as well, as you go through, pushing you towards the rest of the living area. But yeah. Oh, and I was using the little lights that you get for having the Sims 3 games. Apparently they give you like emotional benefits, but I didn't know that, so I don't know what I put on in that room, but hopefully it's useful to you guys using it. Oh, maybe I don't put a chair, maybe it's just the table. Yeah, it's just the table and the lamp in the end. And I used some pink accents in this room to go with the greeny blue, the turquoise colour, which I thought was quite a nice a matching colour. But again, it's very feminine, so you can tell that the woman definitely decorated this room or the house, which, you know, some men are okay with. That's fine, as long as she's not bossy about it. Oh, and this I thought would be like pictures of architecture, pictures of what the house looked like when it was first made or something, that sort of thing. You know how you can have you know, you can get like blueprints or photos of the house when it's first made, because this is meant to be a authentic Victorian manor house that they've just renovated and made it look a little bit newer with new wallpapers and stuff, but really it's meant to just be what was built in the past. This is the main, or the family bathroom. Well, this is the downstairs bathroom. It is a full bathroom, so it's got a bath. I don't know if, I think it might even have a shower, I'm not sure, but I think it might just have a bath, a basin and a toilet. Oh no, it has a shower as well. And I wanted the really old looking bath with the feet, the claw feet, with gold taps and accents. I just thought it was so pretty. And then a freestanding basin, and again with gold. Oh no, I went with that more distressed looking mirror. But yeah, the freestanding basin, which is like on a wood legs and with a drawer, just because that looked very Victorian, and it's what I suppose would be an authentic Victorian house. So yeah, again, we're trying to keep it in keeping with what would actually be there, and a cute Victorian fancy looking shelf with the carved ridge edge, and then I'm trying to think, realistically you wouldn't really want your bathroom right at the front of the house where people can walk on your patio and look right into your bathroom while you're having a bath or on the toilet or in the shower. So I thought I'd use the screen to just cover up the bath, but then you can get in the shower. So then I moved everything over to the other side and put the screen right in front of the window. So, and then the blind covers the top and the screen covers the bottom on the middle, so you can't actually see in from the outside. So realistically you could use it. I do move over the basin and swap the basin and the shelf in the end, I think, because at the moment you wouldn't be able to use the basin at all. Yeah, I might actually use this house, start a let's play, and make a family for this house and start playing it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not sure how I'll do it because I wouldn't be able to afford the house, so maybe I will make it free real estate, and the idea is that the parents inherited it from their parents and they're struggling to maintain it and cover the costs of running it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that can be the challenge, because I don't really like using the mother lode cheat. I don't want to really make them rich because it kind of spoils the fun of trying to get them to do it themselves. But I don't know, I'll see. Let me know what you guys think and what you want me to do, and then I'll try and do that and start a let's play, because I really do want to start a let's play that I can share with you guys and kind of do something and enjoy the funny stories that the Sims do, because Sims 4 is very good at doing funny stories, and the emotions and reactions are so funny that I kind of want to share it and like talk to people about it. That would be fun. Anyway, now I'm doing the back patio. It's just got a simple little sitting area with a fireplace and a coffee table, and then a little table and chairs on the decking so that people can sit outside and enjoy the outside. But as I said, I haven't done anything landscaping wise, so I will do that in the next part, and put it onto a bigger plot so I can put a garden and a swimming pool and just give them some outdoor living space. So yeah, I'll do that. If you guys can let me know what you think I should do with the downstairs room that's between the study. God, I couldn't even remember what the room was called then. Between the study and the lounge, kitchen room, because there's that yellow room, and I'm either gonna make it into a kids play area or a gym, but I can't decide which. So just let me know what you guys think or suggest, and I might be able to do that. But anyway, this is the parents' room. I get sidetracked so easily. It's crazy, but yeah, the parents' room. It was quite a weird shape because of these big archways, and the diagonal wall on the one side of the bed. I couldn't put bedside tables, so I didn't know what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. I kind of like that ottoman. I just think it's so cute and Victorian-esque, so I kind of really wanted to use it. And I wanted to kind of make it like a bit of an entertainment area, and trying to find a way to put the bed so it would fit properly with two bedside tables. And in the end, I just put it back where it was and just have one bedside table and a freestanding lamp next to the side, and then have the TV up high and a fireplace underneath it. But I do try putting in smaller arches to see if that makes it better, but in the end I didn't like it as much. It just didn't seem to show. I kind of wanted that openness to the walk-in wardrobe and the bathroom. So in the end I kept the big arches, and I'm just playing around with where I wanted this table, if I wanted it underneath the bed or underneath the at the bottom of the bed, or underneath the TV. And in the end I decided it was going to be like a side table on the entranceway where they can have some ornaments in a little mirror, so that the mum can kind of see herself before she leaves in the morning, make sure she looks all pretty for the day. And then I put like a little reading corner, I think, in that other corner, and this is me putting in the fireplace and deciding that's what I'm going to put there. And I think I put the TV back, but I do try and put the mirrors, but you can't lift them. Again, this was before Move Objects came out, so I know you can now, but you couldn't at the time. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do in respects to over the fireplace. It just looks really boring. I think I put the TV back in, but maybe there wasn't enough space. I can't remember. This is a very blue room as well. I think that light turns pink, so it breaks up the blueness of the walls, because everything looks blue and blue. Wow, I'm really good with my words. Okay, me. Yeah, you can't put the TV up there. Maybe I just put a picture. I must just put a picture, and the really nice wall mantle place clock is just so beautiful and very fitting for the Victorian feel of the house. So that was good. It's a great thing. This game has so many Victorian themed ornaments and things, I suppose, decorative items that you can use. And I suppose that's because it was made to be a Victorian-y town, isn't it? So that's probably why. Oh, and now I'm just playing around with the colours because I just didn't like the blue of the wall. It just seemed so blue. And I changed the flooring to a wood flooring with a really big white rug with yellow trim, and then added a pink lamp and kept the blue walls. So I think that looks a lot nicer now. Just trying to find the right curtains to go. Yeah, and I didn't want to put the red again because that's all downstairs, and I kind of wanted a different type of curtain, so I put these the normal curtain kind of thing with the blue panel with the white bottom. And now I'm just trying to find a way of decorating the walls because they look a bit sparse and boring, really. Trying to find the right picture or painting. Again, it's very feminine. You can tell the wife or the mom decorated the house, which maybe she's an interior designer. Maybe she works from home because she's an interior designer, and that's why she's got an art board so she can work on her art skills. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Realistically, we can't have an interior designer career, but we can just pretend. And now I'm just trying to fill that corner space, give it something. In the end, I think I just put a chair in the corner, and it's kind of like a little reading area. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I keep coughing every time. Seems to be when you don't want to cough, you will cough. It always happens. Like when I used to sit in exams, I'd get the really tickly coughs, and no matter how much you coughed, it would never go away. And I'd always feel like people looking at me and thinking, shut up, because I was coughing so much, and you just can't help it. And it's kind of like that now. I'm trying not to cough, and I don't want to cough because it's so loud down the microphone and through your speakers, but it just kind of makes me cough even more, I suppose. So it's a bit annoying. This is a cute little, in the turret I wanted to make like a little breakfast sunroom for them to enjoy their own space, for them to like talk and spend time together. And so I've got an ottoman and a couch similar to the one downstairs in the lounge, coffee table with the little tea set as if they had morning tea. And I took the tea set back. Maybe it's because I put it downstairs, I don't know. And then just put some flowers to liven it up a bit. And checking the lighting and putting some overhead lights, pink chandeliers apparently. I know these ones. I don't know, I'm kind of playing around now. Yeah, I go with this in the end, and it gives a nice white light, which is nice. And then it's a very small walk-in wardrobe in the end, because of the windows. You couldn't really put things on the walls, and because of the doorway, they take up so much space. But I did extend it by one tile, but when I was actually trying to furnish it, I found it quite difficult to not fill the space, because it's quite easy to fill the space, but doing it without getting it too cluttered and using as much space as I could. And also I wanted to make sure I had functional changing like wardrobe, so they could actually change their clothes in the wardrobe, because it'd be a bit annoying if they couldn't. So this is the his and hers side, with the, I think you can go change it to the tall wardrobe, and it's 1 square wide. And then I have a full length mirror, because there's nothing worse than going out and not being able to see a full outfit. I hate it. I used to have a full length mirror in my bedroom, but when I went to uni, my mom moved me out my bedroom, put me in a small bedroom because my brother was living here all the time, so he got my bedroom, and my mirror couldn't fit in my bedroom anymore, so we got rid of it in the end. So now when I'm going out, I had to stand on the bathtub, like on the rim of the bathtub, to look in the bathroom mirror to try and see my whole outfit. It's a bit desperate. But yeah, so that's why you have to have a full-length mirror, because you can't go out until you know what you look like. Anyway, this is the parents' ensuite bathroom, which has access to the wardrobe or the changing room and the bedroom through open doorways, because I didn't want it to be closed off. You know, they're married, they don't mind the openness. So in here it's got the bathtub, a shower, and his and her sinks, and a toilet, and I just love it. I just think it's so pretty. And I really like the shape of the bathroom. It's a bit of an unusual shape, but it kind of all works out quite well. But yeah, I was trying to fit the cupboards in without taking up too much space. I could have got it with the full. I do keep it this way. Keep them separated. I was gonna say, couldn't remember. But they just take up so much space, don't they? They just look so big, and you couldn't put that much stuff on the actual cabinets themselves, which is a bit annoying. So you got the idea was hand soap and hand moisturizer for him and her, and then trying to fill the counter space with clutter. I'm trying to make it not head on, because it just looks too perfect if everything's squared. And then some hand towels with a fancy this is me trying to decide between the two. I wanted quite a fancy looking towel rack, or the towel rings to hold it, and then added a bit of a shot of colour with the yellow bath mat, and then a matching towel rack for the main towels. And so yeah, that is the bathroom. I hope you enjoyed this part.